Meeting recording has started.
Hi, welcome to the latest of my Cheapo Productions Presents videos. This time around, I want to show you the OpenAI image processor application I've been working on. This one has the new interface, as well as the new interface, and much better look and feel. It has the ability to add in various applications. So there are actually three applications in this inside of this application. There's the generation application, the variations application, and the edits application. I'm going to walk you through each one of those. In order to use the application, you need to have an OpenAI developer key. You use that developer key by entering it into this little widget. So click on the widget, enter your key. I don't want you to see my key, so I'm going to take it off the screen, enter my key, save the changes, and then move this back again. So now I've loaded it up with my API key, and so now I can use the application. So let's start with generation. Generation allows me to create an image. So I want to describe the image, and I can say a man on the beach reading a book at sunrise. So I give it any kind of description that I want. There is moderation built into the OpenAI platform. So if you tell it things that it doesn't like, it will not create the image and it will tell you that you violated standards. Um, at this point, I can use two different models, the DALL-E 3 or the DALL-E 2. I'm going to use the DALL-E 3 because it creates much better images. I have my choice of sizes for DALL-E 3. I can have a square image or I can have two rectangular images, vertical and horizontal. I can click a quality, either standard or high definition. I'll choose high definition. And I can have a natural or vivid, and I will create vivid. For DALL-E 3, you can only create one image at a time. If this were DALL-E 2, it would allow me to create multiple images. So let's let that go. Notice the little pop-ups over here. So little progress pop-ups. Sending the request. It's now sent it off. Notice the spinning little icon. So telling you that there's something is occurring. It's told you that it's just created the image. And remember, it was a man on a beach at sunrise reading a book. So pretty good image, not too bad. Also down here in the console, here is the description of the image that was just created. Now this only works for DALL-E 3. DALL-E 2 will not tell you the description. So it's a lesser quality image and it doesn't tell you the description. So at this point now, let's go to look at the variations application. The variations application allows me to enter in a file. It has to be a square file and create variations. So I'm going to create 4 variations. Now, as with the DALL-E 2 and the number on the generations, only numbers are only supported for DALL-E 2, and actually only DALL-E 2 is used to create the variation. So DALL-E 3 is not used, unfortunately. So you don't get as high a quality an image as you would with DALL-E 3. Now, you would think, well, why don't I just create multiple generations? Well, the issue is if you give the same description to OpenAI over and over and over again, it's going to create very different images. So they're not variations of the same image, they're very different images. With variations, it takes an image and creates variations of that image. So let me enter in an image. And I have one here, which is a horsehead nebula, which I previously created. And I've told it now to make 4 variations. So once again, there's the pop-up. It sent it off there, and it will come back momentarily with 4 variations on that image. Okay, and here we go. So they're not the same. They're variations, but they're not wildly different. It's not like I'm starting from scratch. So that's pretty cool. Again, DALL-E 2, not as good a quality as DALL-E 3, but this is actually pretty good right here. It works best if you aren't looking at something very specific. So a very detailed image with variations will not look nearly as nice. So the last thing I want to show you is edits. So with edits is you can take an existing image and edit that image. So in order to do that, you need to create a mask. You need to create a transparency mask. So here is an image that I created. It was a man reading a book. And then I created a transparency mask for that image. So in this case, I put a transparency mask over the man's face. So how did I do that? Well, I found this nice free tool ai-image-editor.netlify.app that allows me to choose an image, and then using the cursor, I can create a transparency mask and then use that image. And that's exactly what I did with this down here. Is so I took this image and then used the cursor to white out the face. So let's go back over here and let's enter in, let's see, a lion's face. Okay. And I'm going to create, in this case, just one image. And I will choose the file. It will send off that image, the masked image. Then it will find the transparency parts and then replace it with the text that I just entered. So see how well this does. Again, it's using DALL-E 2. It's using DALL-E 2 and a DALL-E 3 image, so it's not, the quality isn't as good as it could be. There we go. In fact, that one isn't overly impressive, but this will get better in time as OpenAI supports DALL-E 3. So let's try this again. Let's just say a monkey face, and I will then choose that same mask, and then away she goes. And let's come back with a monkey face. And there we have a monkey face. So it's actually not too bad, really. It's not too bad there. So again, a DALL-E 3 image, and I've used DALL-E 2 to edit it. So that's it. This is the application that I have. I think it's really pretty powerful, and it uses the 3 of the OpenAI APIs to do its work, plus some coding magic. And again, this application I'm making available to anyone, the source code. All you will need is your OpenAI key, and I showed you how to enter that. And so you go to OpenAI and you become a developer, and it's free, and you get a key, and they even give you a lot of free credits that you can use. So that's it. That's the application. That's the video. Thank you for watching.